Hey guys, so it's been a bit since I made a video. I've just been absolutely swamped with work. I haven't had time to really do anything. Christmas, New Year's, all that fun stuff. It's been really busy. We spent a lot of time going through stuff and getting stuff for the store. And today's Saturday, January 5th, maybe January 4th, 6th, something like that. But usually we work Saturdays. But a guy who works for us asked if he could pick up a shift, and I said, sure, no problem. You know, we've been absolutely swamped, so I got no problem with him doing that. So instead, we went out to Canada's largest antique mall, and we picked up some stuff. And I'll show you guys what we got. It's pretty much all for the store. Ignore those. Those are just empty Christmas boxes. We gotta pack up. Our tree's coming down probably tomorrow, so it's the last day you can see our wicked rad tree. But yeah, I'll show you guys what we got. So the first thing we picked up at the antique mall is this iMac computer. We actually have one already, but it's password protected and we can't get into it. Originally, the guy wanted $170 for this, but for whatever reason, another price tag said it was $70. So I asked which price tag it was, and they said 70 bucks. And I really want one of these guys here so I can play some old like Where in the World's Carmen Sandiego, Where in Time's Carmen Sandiego, Oregon Trail, stuff like that, and old Mac games. So I picked that guy up. It was $70. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I love 80s and 90s cars. I never knew that there was a vehicle called the Hyundai Stellar. I know people are like, that's so ugly. I think it's just beyond gorgeous. I don't know why. This was randomly jammed in with a bunch of magazines and stuff like that. It didn't have a price tag on it, but all the magazines were anywhere from about $2 to $3. So I asked the employee there, and he's like, I don't know, $1. And I said, sure. I think that's just, I don't know why. I just think it's gorgeous. I love 80s styling, 90s styling. So I picked this up, and it's actually not for me. I'm going to send it to my buddy Quinn because I got it for $1, and I'm sure he would appreciate it just as much as I do. And he does automotive design and stuff, so I'm going to send that his way. And this is from Hyundai Auto Canada in Markham, Ontario. So that's pretty cool for $1. Now, the vast majority of things that were at the antique mall were for video game related stuff were just astronomical. And when I say astronomical, I mean $600 for a Super Nintendo, astronomical, like crazy prices. But in the corner of a cubby of a little area, I found this Grape N64 controller. The stick is, I'd say it's maybe like a 7 out of 10. It's a pretty decent stick, not perfect, but 7 out of 10. And it was $12, and you can't pass up a fantastic controller for $12. Even if it doesn't work, I can grab a gray one and swap the guts with it, and then you got yourself a $40 controller. So this is all Canadian money, obviously. So that's pretty cool. So we picked up just a little Care Bear thing. My wife collects Care Bear stuff, and I think that was $1 or $2. How much was that? $3. So that's just something for her. And this here is a whole stack of Goosebumps books. We got these all for $1 a piece. I think there's 27 of them here, so that's pretty good. Probably gonna put those in the store for maybe $1 or more than $1. So like maybe like $2 a piece, something like that. And after we go through them all and make sure that they're all in good shape. There's a couple on the top that have a little bit of damage to them in the corners. I don't know if these were former library books or something, but yeah, so got some Goosebumps books too. These guys are also $1 a piece. They're $1 a piece. I just saw beach there. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, so they're all R.L. Stine books. So they're the same author as the Goosebumps book, but these ones are for more a little older kids. So like maybe like, you know, like 12 to 16 years old type age. So got a few of those guys. Now, as I said before, there wasn't much video game related stuff that was reasonably priced, but Ultimate Basketball for $3, and the kind of rough copy of Harley's Humongous Adventure for $3. This was actually fairly decent. Got a copy of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic for $3, and a copy of Myst 4 Revelation for the original Xbox. They were both $3. And then for $3 more, got a copy of Lego Marvel Superheroes for the Wii U, which is kind of odd to find in an antique mall, but hey, $3 a piece, not that bad. Now, here's something I might keep for myself. I don't know or not, but this is one of those dancing cans. I have a couple other ones of these, but they're more of the like back and forth wiggly wobbly ones. This one here, I don't know what it does. It kind of just hops up and down. But I've always liked the Diet Pepsi logo. I don't drink any pop or soda at all in the slightest, but for $12 complete in box, I think that was a pretty good deal. So it looks like the head moves, the glasses moves, the hands move, and I don't know what else. But this is the Ray Charles, the You Got the Right One baby, if anyone remembers that. So that's kind of cool. I haven't checked to see what any of the insides are like, if the batteries are corroded or exploded inside, but for $12 in the box, it's definitely worth it. So every time I go to the antique mall, I look for old sports cards, mostly baseball cards, just because that's what I grew up with and they're kind of fun. So I got a cheapo box of 91 score baseball cards. These were seriously mass produced, and they're not rare in any way, shape, or form. There's a couple inserts and stuff. I don't know if they show them on here, but there's some inserts and stuff you can get on the packs themselves. So they're kind of cool. It's just a cheap set of baseball cards, but we have some other ones at the store and they sell pretty well, and you know, for $1.50 a piece for a pack, so that's not too bad. And we got them for a pretty good price, $10 for the whole box, so that's not bad at all. This may seem a little surprising, but the best deal of the day, believe it or not, was something we've already had in the store before and actually just sold out of today. New Kids on the Block trading cards. We found these for $12 for a box of them, and I think they go for around like $30-something a box. An individual pack sell anywhere between like $2 and $3 a piece. So we had them in our store and they've just been slowly selling. So I found one, and then when I asked the lady to open the display case, I looked in the back and there was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I got 5 boxes of New Kids on the Block trading cards. Now, I do like non-sports trading cards just because they're fun. Same guy. These are kind of like Pogs, Star Trek The Next Generation Stardisc coins. So that's kind of cool. I picked up a box of these. I don't know if they'll sell at all or anything like that, but growing up, I was a fan of Star Trek The Next Generation. It's kind of like soap opera for dudes in space. So I thought it was great, and for $12, you know, we sell them for $1 or $2 a pack, and everyone's happy with that. Now, here's 2 things that we got, the last 2 things we got, and they are the most nostalgic thing for me, at least. I'm not going to keep any of them, but I definitely remember these and was never allowed to buy them because I don't know if my parents thought I was too young for it or it just wasn't appropriate or whatever it was. But Operation Desert Storm trading cards. So this is when the Gulf War was going on, and they were in Kuwait and Iraq. And yeah, it was a pretty messed up situation. I have no idea why ProSat decided to make cards out of it, but they did. And there's like tanks and fighter jets and stuff like that all over it. So I grabbed a box of those because I only had 1 box. And then in the back, I found another box, and this was Operation Desert Shield. I don't know who makes these ones here. This is Pacific. No, that's not what it is. Like, it says $5 there, and then I paid $12 for it. But that sticker could be very old. I don't know who makes these cards. It doesn't, unless Pacific does. Yeah, Pacific Trading Card Company in Linwood, Washington. But anyways, I definitely remember these as well, and they've got pictures on them. I can't remember if these are the ones that had Saddam Hussein or whatever on them. But yeah, it's just, if anyone has any nostalgia about these kind of things, it'd be something just fun to pick up to open up, you know, for $1 or something a pack. I thought that was pretty cool. And for whatever reason, this guy had all of his boxes for $12, which in comparison, these usually sell for more than that locally. You can find them cheaper online, but, you know, shipping, that's what kills you, because it's the weight of these things, right? That's what, because we had the last one of these we got in, cost us almost $40 for the box of these guys, because you had to pay like $26 for shipping on them. So, but yeah, lots of just fun non-sports cards will sell for cheap in the store, and you know, a bunch of Goosebump books and the dancing Pepsi can. That Tamagotchi was from Christmas. Some games, nothing amazing. Sweet N64 controller, the Hyundai manual, the iMac computer, and a dog who's made a mess with all of her toys. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Sorry I haven't made many videos recently, but I just thought I'd update you. They had some other cool stuff there I was interested in. They had like an Odyssey 2 in the box, but they wanted way too much money for it. They also had a Commodore 64 monitor, and I was like, that's really cool. I'm going to check to see how much that was. $385. They had other stuff like Mario Kart for N64 for $80, Wind Waker for $90. Just astronomical prices, like $50 for Mega Man 3, which I think is the cheapest Mega Man. So I don't know exactly what people are doing or what they're thinking, but just prices were a little bit high for my liking on a lot of stuff. But don't get me wrong, we found some stuff hidden in corners of places and whatever. So we're gonna go through all this stuff, double check, make sure everything's all good and legit and everything like that. And then we're gonna take them to the store, keep some stuff for ourselves. We're gonna have like the R.L. Stine books the wife's gonna read, and then maybe we'll bring those to the store afterwards. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. There was a ton of people there at the Antique Mall, so I didn't feel comfortable filming anything. There was literally hundreds of people in there. It was insane. Like, you go down like a dead-end area, you turn around, there'd be 6 people blocking you. So, you know, whatever. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you had a great Christmas and a great New Year's. And I'll do my best to make more videos as time goes on. It's just been, as I said, we've just been so swamped because of Christmas. We've had probably our busiest Christmas we've ever had. And that's saying a lot because we've had some pretty crazy ones. But yeah, a lot of long hours, a lot of late nights, a lot of inventory. Like just looking at the cabinets, seeing them empty, you're like, we got to refill these. We got to get stuff. So yeah, we're working really hard. So have a great one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time.